Hey, thank you, Miss Carrie. All right, I know a lot of you are still calling on that today's special. Almost 2,800 gone. Yours is here, and like I said, that's a big chunk of the day's supply. But you know who's back? Mr. Joseph Harrison, one of our favorite honored and electronic guests here. And I had to tell you, I didn't even get to air this with you when it was here before.
Because it's sold out early. We've had this thing twice before, Shannon. Yeah. Every single time we bring it in, it's gone.
Okay, so it's like if a tablet and a computer desktop had a baby. This is like the Uber. It's like the tablet on steroids.
That's a great way to put it, because the power behind this guy is pretty phenomenal. First off, it's a 21.5-inch high-definition display that you're getting on here. It's all touchscreen, and it's run by that Android operating system. So the same operating system that's on your tablet, same operating system that's on your cell phone that you've known and loved, but it's got a quad-core processor built inside. It's got all this expansion room, and for a lot of us, we love playing with our tablets, but you know, tablets are 7 inches, your cell phone's 3, maybe 4 inches. This is 21 inches, so you have all that fun. But the cool thing about this, Shannon, is it's also an all-in-one. You have this huge desktop-type power, but that's all there is to it. It's only 1.5 inches thick, has this little base, and you can knock this thing all the way down to lay down to 30 degrees flat, and so you can have a lot of fun like a tabletop.
Okay, Joe's going to give you all the details, but Matt, can I show how few of these? Well, no wonder I've never gotten to air it. There are only 600.
I know.
And that's for the whole event?
It's so tough to bring these in.
This could be the only airing. I don't even know if this is scheduled for the rest of the day.
This is it.
So $83.33 on your credit card. Free shipping. It's like the Uber tablet desktop. It can pump you up. It's like one had a baby and it can do everything. And you can touch it. See, I'm getting in the mood for Wolfgang tomorrow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Vegetables.
Oh, I love that.
Okay. So please continue with the official demonstration as I completely derail the train.
Well, that's okay, because it's all about having fun, but it's having fun on a bigger screen. Here I've got it laid down flat at 30-degree angle. You can tip it up. You can lay it down flat if you want to. My kids have one of these, and we love laying it down, so it becomes like this huge, gaming board that we have.
Wow.
Now, Shannon, to give you a comparison, this is a 15-inch laptop size. Look how much bigger that is. Compared to a 15-inch.
This is the coolest thing.
It is so much fun. So when you're playing games and you're doing your research, when you're having fun with it makes it like my kids. They have Monopoly on here, and they play all kinds of, even Connect 4. But it makes it such an enjoyable experience, because now it's this huge Android operating system with this huge 21-inch display.
Can I was trying to interrupt Joe, but can we just show Joe for a moment, just so you can see the angle? Oh, that's perfect, because we've got a great shot from Aaron on the jib, but I just want you to see the relative. It's like it sits in your lap.
It is.
It sits in your lap.
It's only 10 pounds too, Shannon. So you can move this thing anywhere. Plus, it has all your controls that are on the side. So you have volume controls. You have the power button. There's a high-definition speaker bar that's down across the base.
This is the coolest thing.
It's got everything you need. There's even a webcam that's built on the top, Shannon. I'll spin it around to the other side.
You still get a keyboard, though.
Still get a keyboard. Still got a mouse. So you use this like a desktop. There's even further expansion down below on the inside there. So if you want to add, right now it has 8 gigabytes worth of storage. But if you want to add an SD card on here, this handles up to another 64 gigabytes worth of storage. Plus, you also have a USB port right there and a headphone jack. So how many tablets have a full USB port? None of them do. This is the only one that has it. You actually get 3 USB ports that are included with it. But it's all about giving you that huge, that tablet experience, but on a much larger footprint. And I was just showing you, playing Angry Birds there, but you also get over $130 of apps and services. And Shannon, one of them is all about productivity. So if you want to edit your Word documents, your Excel spreadsheets, your PowerPoint presentations, you can absolutely do it right here on the device, and you're still getting the keyboard, you're still getting the mouse with it. So if you want to be productive, you can absolutely do it, but if you want to have fun, you have all your games on here as well, because you also have access to the Google Play Store, which gives you a million different apps and games and movies and everything right at your fingertips. So if you want to have fun with it, you want to download movies, you want to download some songs, you have all that content that's right here.
This is the greatest. I'm telling you, because Joe knows how much I love to cook, and that's one of the reasons I love working with Wolfgang, plus the takeout, but the leftovers. But this would be perfect for my kitchen. If you love to cook like I do, and let's face it, this is the computer that you want in that home office. This is that computer that you want in your kitchen. This is that computer that you want in that family room. First and foremost, it looks like sculpture. I mean, it looks just cool. And the fact that it's this oversized, what I keep calling it, it's like the tablet on steroids. It's like the Uber tablet meets a desktop. I mean, so it's got like, everything that you want. It does. But it's also got that fun functionality. And I have to say, I've never seen a touch screen like this. I just haven't. This is I'm speechless.
It is so cool. And Shannon, we brought this in twice before in the past year. Every time it sells out because of the key features you're seeing today. First off, it's a huge 21.5-inch high definition display. But you also have a quad-core processor in here. Not from an unknown name brand. This is NVIDIA. These guys make processors for video cards, really high-end stuff. Most advanced processor we've ever had in this unit. We also give you 8 gigabytes worth of solid-state memory built into it. Plus, it's also expandable to another 64 gigabytes. You have that high-definition webcam. So if you want to Skype, you want to chat with all your friends, whether across the street or across the country, you can do it. And you also have that operating system, the Android operating system. It's from that tablet-based. It's from your smartphone. But now it's just on a huge tabletop display. They call it tabletop because, as you can see right now, I've got it laying down flat, so I can use it as a tabletop.
Oh, that's what I cooked for dinner.
I know, Shannon. I just hopped on Facebook, and here's Shannon Smith.
See?
Inspired by Wolfgang Puck.
I know, exactly.
Is this really what you cooked?
It's a little mesquite Cajun bacon wrapped pork tenderloin with red beans and rice and steamed green beans.
Holy moly, that looks fantastic.
I've been experimenting a lot. I have.
Well, that's a great thing. It's like, a lot of times we have Facebook, and everything's so small, so itty-bitty. Now I can see everything clear as day. Plus, even when you're looking at your photos, you have that photo gallery built on here. When you're checking out those holiday pictures and those summer vacations, reviewing everything, notice how quick and efficient it is. Sure, you can pinch and zoom on everything.
Is this not the most fun computer you've ever used?
It is so much fun. It's, when you have this footprint where it's such a larger display, so it's so much easier on the eyes. Look at the comparison. This is the most popular laptop size. This is 21.5 inches. Shannon, the screen is actually, it's 170% more viewing area than a 15-inch panel. But it makes your life so much easier. Even if you want to share these memories, all you do is you tap the one button, and it has all of your content, all of your information on there. So if you want to email this, if you want to upload to Facebook, if you want to send out a tweet through Twitter, you could do all that stuff right there. It's so quick, so easy, because you have that huge high-definition display.
Now, what kind of ports do I have on this?
You have USB ports that are built on this. You also have, there's the SD card slots that are available for it. You have 3 USB ports. You will get a keyboard. You will get a mouse that's going to come with it. So you've got everything you need to be productive. But then also, it's nice to sit back and have fun. And what we do with ours, and you can also, this becomes like the third TV. When my kids aren't using this in their room, we put this in our guest room. And Shannon, for a lot of folks, when they come over to the house, this can now be a television, because keep in mind, it's not 15 inches. You can watch all your Netflix. You can watch all your TV shows on demand. So now I've got my own little built-in TV right here as well.
So it's like over $500 worth of software or apps that we're including. So the other great thing is, of course, it works back hand in hand to your today's special. If you're still trying to get through on that HP printer, remember, it is still available. I know you're seeing that item number rotate at the bottom of your screen. This is the computer with the cool factor. And really and truly, for a lot of us, for me, this is the computer for how we live. I love my tablet, I love my laptop, but this is really kind of like the perfect marriage when you think of how much you love the touch screen on your cell phone, you love the touch screen on your tablet, but we love the power of a desktop. Plus, it is so sleek and so stylish, it really does look like modern sculpture. So I don't care if it's the living room, if it's the master bedroom, if it's the kitchen, because I love to cook. I'm always inspired. Joe and I were just talking about the Food and Wine show here in the Orlando area, and this is a computer that you will use, especially for those of us out there who are maybe running a small business from your home, or if you've got kids. This is a computer that everybody is going to want to be on. The unfortunate thing is, and this is your only chance to get it, with free shipping, everyone who's watching this show can get it on 6 FlexPay, and that is not something that we ordinarily do. Normally, you only get 6 FlexPay if you're a VIP card holder, if you're an HSN card holder. We've got you covered for $83.33 on your credit card. If it's okay, I'd love to show the quantity left one more time, just real quickly. There are only 600 and 600 only for the entire broadcast day, and that is only if you're watching this show. And Joe, I would have to imagine this is probably one of those computers that people watch you and they think about it and think about it, and then once it goes online, you don't get any other presentations because it's like that little light bulb goes on. People go, oh, that's the coolest thing.
They do. A lot of times we'll have 3 or 4 airings scheduled, and then boom, it's gone because everyone realizes how cool, how unique this is. But it's also such a limited basis. This is only the 3rd time the entire year we've ever been able to bring it back. HSN would like to bring it back more, but to be able to get this type of technology often is very difficult because this is the largest all-in-one, the Android all-in-one we've ever offered here at HSN, but this is also the lowest price. It does so many great things. You know, you can see, you can stand this thing up and you can use it as a full-size desktop if you want to, but you can also lay it down 30 degrees and use it as a huge tabletop. So when you're playing the games, when you're watching movies on it, has all your expansion slots on here as well, but it's all being powered by that quad-core processor. And Shannon, even the screen has been upgraded. This is an IPS panel. In case you've never heard of that, IPS is the best panel that's out there, because a lot of times you'll turn an image from side to side and then you lose colors. Like it starts to gray, starts to blacken out. You can't see everything. Here you can turn it from any angle and it's still that sharp, that clear, that high definition that you want. So you can see this from multiple angles. And if I want to go back to my home page, I'm just watching a movie right here, but then I have all my other access that's on here as well. So if I want to hop on Facebook, I can tap one button, I'm logging on to Facebook. If I want to come over here and shop online and one button, I can hop on HSN and I can still do my pinch, I can do my zoom, but look how big and beautiful it is.
Okay,
and
on a
easy
desktop.
To navigate. Yeah, on a desktop.
In theory, it's a desktop, but like I said, it's the best of a tablet, a cell phone, and a desktop all in one. You've never seen anything quite like this. And can I just tell you, I'm shocked at that price. I mean, for $499, I mean, in all seriousness, I thought this would be like a $999 computer.
Right.
I really did. Because when you talk about the features of the desktop and the quad, I mean, everything that you want, speed and efficiency, and it's got that cool factor. It's got that fun factor. And that's just it. You know, especially if you're using, doing work from home, it's nice to know that you have a computer that you can count on. It's nice to know that you have a computer that will grow with you, but also fits the needs of your family. It's not some big eyesore. It's not some big behemoth. I mean, remember the days when we had these huge towers and cables and wires and everything else? I mean, this goes anywhere you want it to go. And the great thing is, for all intents and purposes, it becomes a 23-inch tablet if you want it to. I mean, so you take it wherever your little heart desires. I mean, and that's just it. I mean, because I love to do shopping online at night, probably a little more than I should, and my eyes go all wiggy. They all go buggy when I'm looking at my little tablet. If I had this, I would be in trouble.
Oh, Shannon, everything is so clear. Whether you're, a lot of times we play these games on a 3-inch cell phone, or you might get a 7-inch tablet. Here I'm playing Angry Birds on a 21.5-inch high-definition display, and it's so cool, such a better experience. It's just one of these fun things. And what my kids do, we have Monopoly. We play the game of life that's on here, and we sit this on the coffee table, and all of us can access it, and you can have a lot of fun with it. And that's the great thing about it. Plus, you also have a voice assistant that's built in across the top. So, Shannon, you can talk to this, and everything will it'll talk right back to you and answer any question that you've got. So I'm going to ask it a couple questions. Let me turn up my volume so everyone can hear. What's the weather like this weekend? So that's the most popular question people ask Google. They want to know what the weather's going to be like.
This weekend's forecast for St. Petersburg
she's nice and loud.
88 degrees and partly cloudy.
Well, you've got this great high-definition speaker bar down below, so you can hear everything that's going on. Show me pictures of Halloween decorations. Now, because it's got that quad-core processor built inside, notice how fast it is, how quick it is. It's quickly going out the internet, grabbing all that content in less than a couple seconds. Everything is right there for you. Navigate from Tampa to Orlando. So, Shannon, if I want to build my own vacation, it's going to give me all map turn-by-turn navigations on here, too. Even for me, my kids are 8 and 11 now. The homework that they're asking, it's crazy. But the cool thing is it can answer questions for you. What's the hypotenuse of a triangle? Do you remember that one? I just got one for the first time. And it tells you exactly what it is. Even if you want to ask it different questions.
Okay, can I tell you, this is freaking me out. I should have, I've got my little mini tablet in the makeup room, and you know what almost ticks me off?
What's that?
This is about the screen size as my mini tablet.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's what I'm using every doggone day, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. So this is what I'm seeing. This is what Joe is seeing. I want this just for the screen size, because I'm telling you, I don't care if you're doing shopping, if you're doing games, like, no kidding, the way I shop, this would be big trouble for me. But a lot of times I'm watching a demonstration, like Wolfgang has cooking videos on hsn.com.
Right.
So it really is like a desktop and a tablet and your cell phone. It's like they had a baby. It's like the best of all worlds. I am flummoxed that we are doing this for $499, because my little mini tablet, and don't get me wrong, I love it. I should actually even grab it. It's in the makeup room. The screen size is about this big. I spent over $499 on that little mini tablet. I did. I spent over $499 on that little itty-bitty tablet that, don't get me wrong, I love. You've seen me ordering and shopping when I've been on the air with it, but it's not this. And incidentally, that's not a quad-core either. And I can't use it with my today's special printer that I know a lot of you are still calling on. So you can use it as a desktop. You can use it as the world's biggest, most fun, you know, smart, chic, I mean, intuitive tablet. And the other thing is, you're only spending $499.95. That's why I am flabbergasted. Because the thing is, Joe, we come out here day in and day out, and I realize that this is a full-blown computer. It's a desktop meets a tablet meets, you know, everything that you want. But even in a 10.1-inch tablet, we're selling those, you know, for $269, $199. So you're literally more than doubling the screen size, and you get a quad core, and it's a full desktop.
It's got everything that you want, especially with that Android operating system. It's one of the most popular operating systems that's out there. But you can look at your key specs, 21.5 inches of high definition, the best display that we've ever offered for this all-in-one unit. You have the full-size keyboard. You have the mouse that's coming with it as well. You can tip this thing up and have it stand on its own and use it as a desktop, or you can lay this thing flat as a tabletop like I'm using it. So now you can have a lot of fun with it. You have the Google Play Store that's built on here, so you have access to over 1 million different apps and games. I'm going to show you how easy it is to even download, because for a lot of us, where you get a device and you're wondering, okay, how do I upload all those great apps that they have? I'm just going to type in HSN, hit the enter button on my keyboard. Shop finds the HSN app right here. So the cool thing is I can tap on the app. It's going to install all that information, you see all the content, click the install button. This is how easy it is and how fast it is with your brand new all-in-one. Because it's quad-core processor, see how fast it just downloaded it? Now I'm already in the install phase on here, and hit the open button. Shannon, in less than 10 seconds, I downloaded the app right there. And I'm not using it on a 15-inch
Okay, are you
device.
trying to give everybody screen envy here?
I know.
I've got screen envy. I'm not afraid to admit it.
A lot of us, Shannon, we try using, downloading the app on your phone. I mean, look how tiny
because
little
the new
7
phone that
inches.
everybody's all wackadoo and uptight about. I mean, it's got a nice big screen, but you know what? This is a computer.
Screen. I know.
I mean, so they're actually going to grab my little computer. I don't know why. Because I should be mad. I don't know why I'm showing it off. But, I mean, really, my little itty-bitty computer, oh, thank you, Keith. I'll show you the screen size in comparison. It's all messy, so don't, mind me. But really and truly, I spent over $499 for this. Thank you. Okay, I won't show you the cover. Superman. I love comic books. Okay, I'll show you real quick.
We love comic books. Comic books are fun. You can even download comic books directly to this.
Okay.
So it's got some great audio, by the way.
That's my screen that I spent over $400. Okay, that's my, okay.
Shannon, a little itty-bitty.
A little itty-bitty. Size matters.
It's such a cute little tablet, but look how big the screen is.
And that's what I'm staring at. And then I'm trying to enlarge the shoes and enlarge, because I'm shopping. I'll just guarantee you, if I'm not here, I'm shopping. I just am. I mean, really, and I love this little thing, but I spent more than $499 for it, and maybe you're the same way. And listen, I realize everything has its place. I love my tablet, I love my computer, but don't you want this? I mean, I do have screen envy, and I mean that. I want this, because it's, first of all, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And when I keep saying it fits my lifestyle, I love the power of a desktop. I love the expansion. I love the, but I don't want an eyesore, and I don't want to be tethered to something. This is literally like a cell phone and a tablet and a desktop. They all had a baby, and they've got the touch screen, and it's ooey gooey, and, you're not even in the mood for work, are you?
Well, I mean, the great thing about this, Shannon, is that right now, we talked about playing even Candy Crush. It's one of the most popular games. Not playing an itty-bitty 7-inch. It's so much easier on your eyes now when you're playing this larger 21-inch. So whether you want to have fun with it and just sit back and play with it right there. If you want to hop on Facebook, you can tap on Facebook and catch up with all your friends. Or maybe you just want to have a better email experience. You tap on the email and has all your email pops up at one central location. And the last thing I'll show you is you still get productivity, because there's one of the apps that's included on here is the Office Suite, which actually allows you to edit and create and share your Word documents, your Excel spreadsheets. These are exclusive apps right here. You'll be lucky to find this the all-in-one, the Slate 21-inch Slate out there in the marketplace, but only here at HSN do we give you all these extra apps that are available. The Smart Office 2 is the one that everyone loves. There's GPS programs built into it. There's financial tools. There's referencing.
I could
there's productivity.
have a 21-inch GPS.
Can you imagine? It stores it right there on the device, Shannon. You have all that access right here.
I would never miss miss my Bloody Mary brunches ever again.
You never would miss it
do you know
again?
what? I almost missed one the other weekend, and I was very upset. Drove by the turn. See, it's opening whole new worlds to me. But I have to tell you, we've sold over a third of the quantity. I'd love for you to see how few of these we have remaining. Actually, fewer than 500. There are almost 200 gone, and this is the only scheduled presentation. Like I said, I've never gotten to air this with Joe, and I want it. And I know you're probably the same way, because it's everything that we want in a computer and a laptop and a tablet all in one, and it's touchscreen. And I think it's interesting. My producer Matt was saying, "Oh, it'd be great for kids to learn." Shoot, I'm thinking of my mom. You know what? My 6-year-old nephew is smarter than I am when it comes to a computer, but I'm thinking of my mom. See, my mom would use this because my mom, she gets a cell phone, right? So this is a little more intuitive. I mean, you touch what you want. You can talk to the computer, which I think is the coolest thing. Even if you're computer savvy, who wants, your computing needs to be more complicated than they need to be? I want the computer to listen to me. I want the computer to do what I tell it to. I mean, don't we wish our kids did that? I mean, this really is the answer to a lot of prayers. But unfortunately, it is only for this show. So, wow, I hope you're calling. As I mentioned, there are only 489 of these now, and, that little ticker is dropping. So it's the kind of thing that people watch Joe demonstrate, and then we sell the remaining quantities without any airtime,
right?
Because it's just the coolest thing.
It is, and you talked about even how perfect this is for kids.
Yeah.
I'm just playing one of these easy count by numbers games, and that's the fun thing about it is that, whether you're 5 years old, 55 years old, or even 105, you can find something fun that's available on here. My mom, she buys a tablet just so she can play solitaire, and you can easily do it right here. Look how big and beautiful everything is, and that's what it's about. It's making it easier on your eyes because you have that bigger screen.
Yeah.
You're not playing everything on a 7-inch display. You're not using the 15-inch, the most popular laptop size. This is 21.5 inches of high definition, so your photos look fantastic. The games are easier on your eyes. You're watching movies on here, Shannon, and everything is in high definition. Yeah. The best panel that we've ever created. This even has a Netflix app already built onto it, so if you need to catch up on your movies over the weekend, it's a big, beautiful display that's going to be so much easier and so fun.
Well, and Hulu and independent, I mean, all of that. I mean, so it opens up whole new worlds to you. I'll tell you what, because, I subscribe to Netflix. I don't want to watch Netflix on the little old screen. I want to watch it on the big old screen. And that's the whole point. I mean, you're watching, you're shopping, you're surfing, you're creating documents, you're sharing, you're Facebook. I mean, all of those things works hand in hand with our today's special printer that I know a lot of you are still calling on. And more importantly, it's got the cool factor. I mean, if you are looking for the perfect desktop, and let's be honest, when your kids go off to college, I mean, yes, they've got their tablets and their laptops, but, when they're really doing their heavy-duty work, when they're really doing, term papers and research and, maybe even taking a lot of their classes online, you want that desktop experience, especially for those of us out there. When you think about it, think about your computer. You're on that computer for hours on end, and your eyes go all wiggy. The bigger the screen, the better.
Absolutely.
And, Joe, like you were saying, it's not just a bigger screen, it's a better screen.
That's right. This is an IPS panel, which is the best quality panel that's out there. And the reason why is a lot of times when you turn a tablet from side to side, everything goes dark, everything goes black, but this has that big, beautiful display, and everything's true to color.
Okay, we have sold more than